Hello, hello. There's an old saying in English that goes horses for courses. Just like you can't take a thoroughbred racehorse and expect it to work on a farm as a workhorse, you can't take the Kia Carens that I'm driving right now and expect it to be a performance car. But you know what it does? It does the workhorse bit very well. And let me tell you why. Keep watching this video. Now, those of you who follow me on Twitter by now know that I have a 2-year-old toddler. Hashtag life with boy. Living with a 2-year-old has been, as he's been growing up, has been fascinating, and it's also changed my perspective about cars. And I start looking at cars from very different angles. This Kia Carens is almost perfect for a car for somebody like me with a child. It's not perfect, it's not a perfect car to have fun in, because let me assure you, this car I've had now for a month, and I've had other cars in the last few weeks as well. So I've only done about 700 kilometers with 31 hours of driving, giving me an average of 12.6 kilometers a litre. I've only been in Delhi to the NCR, maybe a couple of runs to Gurgaon at best. So 12.6 kilometers a litre on this 6-speed automatic is not bad, because this is a large car. Do not for one second think that this is not a large car. It's huge. It's got a lot of space. I've actually gone to the airport a couple of times and the railway station to pick up friends and relatives, and with the third row down, it's got a ton of space. But the time I felt the Carens was most useful was when my son was going to school. This is the perfect car for the school run, whether it is a carpool for school. It's got a lot of space in the second row and the third row. I've fit a group 1 seat now, because he's old enough to have a group 1 seat, and he loves it. It's ECE44 to do read up, whatever child seat you buy, or child restraint system, whatever you want to call it. It has to be ECE44 certified, which is the standard right now. Anyway, more about child seats in another video. There are some issues with the Kia Carens. Now, it's not the most enthusiastic. The way Kia has geared this particular car, it's not enthusiastic. Now, it's not even half as enthusiastic as the same gearbox engine combination on the Seltos. This car is, well, it's lazy. Let's not pretend that it is anything but lazy. But it is a big car. It's huge. It's got a lot of space. But when I just, right now I'm going from 35 to 48 kilometers an hour, and it gets there, but it's nothing like the AMG E63S I just drove. But nothing again can be like that car. That's a thoroughbred racehorse. This is a workhorse. It's a sort of car you need as a family man or family woman. This is a family car. And Kia is doing very well with this car. They sold over 4,000 of these in May 2022. And right now there is a 3 to 4 month wait depending on the variant you want. Cars like this 6-speed diesel automatic are actually running short. They have the longest waiting period. This, by the way, is a 7-seater. It's got the bench in the middle, which I think is the version you would want if you have a family, because if you go on a long holiday with the last row down, it's got a lot of space. You've of course got the air purifier, which is very useful. Now, the issue with the air purifier is that if you put it on high intensity mode, which you might need to in winters in Delhi, it does have it's quite loud actually at the back. The other major issue with this car is, of course, the temperature sensor on this car is off. Whereas the temperature is taking from the data that you have through the Kia Connect. It has an eSIM on board this car, by the way. So it's showing me 42 degrees, which is what my phone would show me as well. But it's showing me 55 degrees outside. And I'm not the only reviewer to have noticed this. Even my friend Siddharth has noticed this, and he's put up Instagram posts as well. So it's showing me 55. Now, it's hot outside. It is very, very hot outside. But it's not 55 degrees. Wow, another thing about the Carens which I've really grown to appreciate, the AC vents on top. Really useful, keeps the rear seats really comfortable, both the second and the third row. Really good air conditioner on this car. I mean, it's brutally hot and also very humid right now in Delhi. And the air conditioner on the Kia Carens is top notch. These are things you cannot learn, during the first media drive, and this car is actually top notch. I like the interiors. You just sort of get used to them. I mean, this blue finish out here, and the fact I've got ventilated seats, and I've got charging points everywhere. I've got USB-C points, fast charging USB-C points all over the car. It's a fantastic car. It's got a bunch of space. It's a car I've grown to like, really. And yeah, Kia says they'll take this car back in a few days. I'm going to miss it. I really enjoyed having the Carens. I think it's a great family car. And the diesel automatic does make life a lot easier driving in the city right now. So yeah, do I like the Carens? Is it the sort of car I'd buy? Honestly, buying a van is a tough call. I mean, my wife and I had an argument. I told her this should be her next car, and she looked at me. She loves this car as well, by the way. And she said, why should I be the one buying a van? And buying a van is admitting that you're middle-aged. Nothing wrong in it. Nothing wrong in it. I mean, I could have older kids as well. I mean, this car is also a perfect car, not just for 2-year-olds, but even if you have, young adults in the car, 12, 13, 14-year-olds, tweens, it's a perfect car. As I said, the air conditioner keeps you happy. You've got USB-C fast charging points even in the third row, so kids will have their devices charged all the time. The only feature that Kia doesn't provide on the car, which they do by the way on the Carnival, is that they provide a screen on the headrest, but kids will want their own devices. So yeah, genuinely a car I enjoy. Little issues like this temperature sensor and the fact that the air purifier can be a bit loud. I wish it was built into the HVAC system. But other than that, really, really few complaints about the Carens. I mean, still don't get the sense of the name. But you know what? I'll be sad to see this car go. Really enjoyed having it. Thank you so much for watching, and keep watching Kushan Drive's videos. Coming up later this week, we'll have the review of the first media drive, impressions rather, of the new Citroën C3. And a few more videos about electric vehicles and a looming battery shortage. Keep watching. Thank you for coming to this channel. Do subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos on cars as well as aviation. Thanks again. See you soon.